Welcome in this first section. In first section, we'll be building a clustering model with Spark. We'll be measuring accuracy using area under ROC. In this section, we'll be analyzing time of post using clustering. We'll try to extract timestamp, as you remember from the first and second section, and create clustering model. We'll be implementing Gaussian mixture model in Apache Spark. Also, we'll be looking at the k-means clustering explanation and use cases. We'll be implementing k-means and Spark, and also, once again, we'll do a quick revision of area under ROC. And this is a first video in which we'll be analyzing time of post using clustering. It will be the GMM explanation. We'll see what a clustering is. Gaussian mixture model explanation. We'll be trying to cluster data using post timestamp. And we'll learn how to use GMM in a proper way. So this is an example of clustering. Let's assume that each of these clouds has a lot of data in it. Input data to clustering was totally unordered, there had no structure, but after applying some kind of a clustering, we were able to group our data into 3 main clusters. And whole magic between that unstructured data and output clustered data is between those 2 stages. And inside of it, there is a machine learning clustering algorithm. Let's look at the clustering example. We will be using Gaussian mixture model algorithm. We'll be performing unsupervised learning, and we'll see how to draw conclusion from time data. We'll answer a question: what is a probability that some event occurred at a given time? So this is a graphic representation of our GMM. And let's assume that we have a lot of authors. And for example, the red author line means that this author tends to write posts at the beginning of the day and at the end of the day. Also, he wrote a post at the midnight, but not so often. For the blue author is even more. So we can, based on that clusters, create a generic model that will show the tendencies of authors on our forum. But firstly, we need to transform time to the time of the post. So if we have a specific created date of the post, we need to transform it to the time of the post. We are only interested in the hour of post because the tendency is within the timestamp from 0.00 to 2400. We are not interested if the author wrote the post 1st January, 2nd, and so on and so on. Only hour. And also very important is to normalize that data. So we need to present everything in the UTC format. So let's say we have the author X and time distribution of this author. We can see that number of posts are increasing as the hour is increasing from the beginning of the day. There is a peak of author posts of this author. It means that throughout his lifetime in our service, this author wrote 800 posts at the 5 o'clock. But for example, at the 13 o'clock, he wrote only less than 100. So there is a tendency that this author wrote posts at the specific hour. So if we will give the hour of the post, we can use it to predict the probability that author wrote a post at the specific hour of the day.